Hi, all. This is Dr. J and my buddy Professor Spike, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is. Ooh, it's raining, Spike.
Yeah, not so. It's pretty yucky out. But what are you
It
gonna
was
do?
nice till now. It was nice till now. Sean Jan, hello, man. Man. Hi, all. Sean Jean. Man's. Well, let's read this in order. Jiggly says America wants
look
a
at this.
2-hour show. Pay Spike overtime.
I have a class in an hour, so that ain't happening.
He wants me to pay you overtime. I flipped CODX for nice cash the last 2 days. Earnings the next Monday. All right, Jiggly, good man. Sean says, hey, Jiggly. And Jiggly says, hi, Sean. So they're having a private conversation. And Michael says, Dr. J for president. You second that, Spike?
Yeah. Nah, VP for me.
I'm young compared to the other two guys.
VP material.
The other two guys are 78 and 74. I'm just a kid on the block.
That's funny.
And Chris is here. Hey, Chris from I know he's a St. Louis fan, but he's not from Missouri. I forget where he's from. The neighboring state, right? What's neighboring to Missouri? Chris,
that's my worst subject in Jeopardy is geography.
Yeah.
Like, once there's a category about Africa, I'm like, done. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, Clarence is here.
Good to see you.
He's now World Post.
Oh, he's World Post.
So Illinois borders Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I want to use Missouri as a theme for today's show. When there's no proof, I want to show me the proof. Show me the proof.
Right. Well,
Missouri is a show me state, right?
You can't prove Missouri is, yes. You can't prove a negative. Right. I always tell that to my students. I can't prove that I've never picked my nose.
So what do you think of Buffalo? Jiggly's Buffalo Bills are going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl?
I'm supporting them this week.
I love their quarterback.
Yeah, me too.
Sounds by Romilly had a request for me to analyze CVM. We'll do that.
Okay. Sounds like fun. I like analyzing stuff that I'm still in.
Live from snowy Utah. Ooh.
Snowy. All right.
The land of my...
It was bound to happen.
The land of my man Romney.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Actually showing himself to be a real mensch compared to everybody else, huh?
Yeah. Fulgence Q3, if any guidance, co-diagnostics Q3 should be great. Probably will.
Fingers crossed. Let's go.
Heath is on.
Hello, Heath.
RADA, CVM, NWBO maybe? I don't remember everything he said.
He reminds me that it may even be worth looking back at.
Did I cover all ground, Heath?
At some point. Tua and the Dolphins. Yes, and that's another one.
Yeah.
Maybe Tua's finally getting his rhythm, and the Dolphins might do something this week. That's where I'm putting my money.
Didn't the old Dolphins quarterback do really well with Tennessee though?
Fitzgerald did fine.
What's his name? The old Dolphins quarterback. He's you know what I mean?
One from this year or
last year? He was on Tennessee last year and again this year.
You're talking about Fitzpatrick.
He couldn't do anything with the Dolphins.
Well, he had a little bit of success with the Jets. If we're talking about the same person, this guy has a lot of cyclic behavior. If you will.
World Post, namely Clarence, says selling CVM options is pure gold. You get a high premium.
Puts or calls?
No, you sell you sell the calls, very high premium.
Oh, sell the call.
I think that's what he means. I don't know.
I hope that's not what he means. That little premium might actually cost you a lot. I mean, one thing you never do, especially when you're just playing, is sell options.
Jigglypuff BCRX is going to make you a lot of money before it's all over.
If he doesn't, well, that's if it's not all
Oh
scary.
yeah, Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill is the old quarterback.
That one, about Tannehill.
And he did really good on Tennessee. Selling calls. What, naked?
Selling calls.
What does that mean, selling calls?
Selling calls is about when the stock hits 100, he's going to be on the breadline.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yes.
Okay. To the moon. I mean, you could sell calls without owning the stock. That's writing it naked or selling it naked, whatever.
Right.
That's very dangerous, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you have the shares behind you, then at least you won't lose your shirt.
Yeah.
You just lose.
Then you just lose your shares.
For a couple of shekels, you end up getting creamed. It's like reverse.
Yeah. All right, so CVM, Marty got all excited because this director, Young, bought 3,000 shares at 11.5.
Jiggy went back into tandem. I think it's a good move. Got in under 100 again.
Yeah, probably a good move.
I mean, these devices are actually, the way to go.
AEMD is a device.
AMD, that's sort of a buy and wait for me.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's say that Tim Rodell was asked to step down.
Yes, well, wasn't he more of an in and out kind of guy anyway?
Yeah.
So, see what the next thing he comes into.
All right, we're gonna chart BCR, CVM, Aethesis, New Bridge, Bio, and Miso, Miso Blast, and why not Tandem? Why not Tandem, right? And why not Sava?
And Sava, and if we have some time, we can do Protalab, just to get.
All right, so let's get to work.
Get a sense of what the 3D printers are doing these days, because it's starting to look like it's.
Amazon, says Sean. You know what I did when everybody said rotation out of tech, rotation out of COVID plays, and Amazon went tonight. When Amazon went below 3,000, what did Dr. J do?
He bought Amazon.
Bought Amazon, of course.
When in doubt, Dr. J buys Amazon.
I had a lot of doubt, so I bought extra.
Wait, Dr. J, before you start charting, let's get Jigglypuff's comment off of there, so we have some room to really see the charts.
You know what I did with Amazon? Not only did I buy Amazon, but I sold some Walmart so I could buy more Amazon.
Really? You did a little
Yeah.
switch, huh? Wow.
A little portfolio rebalancing.
Now, why did you do that? Because I'm actually staying in Walmart.
Because I'm a greedy bastard. I think that Walmart will probably go to 175 in a year. Amazon, right. 4,000.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Okay.
I'm a greedy son of a gun.
I get it. But given a choice between the two,
Pack B is a good one. We ought to chart that one. PLTR also. Let's get going. Let's start.
Number of hours in the day.
By the way, you're breaking up. Your audio is breaking up.
My audio is breaking up.
Now it's better.
Are you sure it's not you? It's, it's always, it's not you, it's me.
No, it could be me.
Well,
Now you sound better to me.
I'm gonna say
Now,
it's you.
BCR, notice on Monday, it came down to the lower trend line. Why? Because of the vaccine announcement.
Right, exactly.
So they figured no need for any therapeutics. We have a vaccine to prevent. But that's not entirely true, and it's going to take a while till everyone gets vaccinated. And Galley news is coming out probably this month or certainly next month. And I think it'll be good news, very good news. So I think Galley is still going to contribute to the bottom line. And Barrow is coming out, could be early, but if not early December. So we have two catalysts coming out. So what did I do on this dip? It was a no-brainer to me on Monday. I added on the dip.
Very good.
Buy the dips.
Very good. Well, we're lucky it bounced off to that beautiful line that you drew.
Yeah, I see it continuing. We have a Zoom channel going on here for several weeks.
Yes.
3 weeks. 3 weeks of Zoom.
3 weeks of Zoom.
3 weeks of Zoom, and I think it's going to continue to Zoom until resistance at 470. And then if it goes through that, it's up and away. If it goes through that, it probably means it had a catalyst with positive news.
One of the, what 3 things that we're looking for?
Well, 2 things, Galley or Barrow.
Okay, so there's not a third. I thought there was a third.
The third thing was Factor D. That was positive, but it's very early.
Gotcha.
Very early.
The 3.5 would be if somebody decides that they might want to buy this company.
That could very well be the case, especially if the Galley.
3.5. We'll call that 3.5 because I don't want to start any rumors.
If I were Gilead, and there's clearly an antiviral better than remdesivir called galidesivir, I might think about buying BCRX. Not a bad investment for Gilead.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Nope.
No, I mean.
So not only am I going to say buyout speculation, I'll even tell you the company, Gilead.
You think it's going to be Gilead? See,
yep.
Is there any direct competitor to Gilead that, in case Gilead decides to double down?
Who puts out Tamiflu? I don't even know.
Right, that would be the reasonable thing to think about, right?
Yeah, probably. Of course, it's
or even somebody like AbbVie, just somebody who's not necessarily competing on the vaccine race.
Could be anybody.
Yeah. Well, it would be nice.
Okay, so BioCryst, my projected price is I'll tell you exactly what it's worth. HAE is probably worth $3 billion to the market cap. So if the market cap goes to let's say 3 point something billion.
Right.
About, what is it, 700 million now? So that's about 5 times.
Exactly.
I think this could be looking close to $20 a share after the HAE approval.
Right.
And with a takeout, that could be in the 30s.
No, you're right. And, because Galley, you never know with Galley, whether it's supposed to be good news, but we've been sitting on this news all summer.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like you say, I don't know. It may only be marginally better than remdesivir. Who knows?
All right, so then it's on that news that we really should.
HAE, you're betting on the HAE drug.
Gotcha. And when's that news going to be?
The PDUFA date is early December. So I'm looking for a pop after that. Hopefully or a run up before that, one or the other, or
Right.
both, or both.
Yeah, no, Confucius listed a couple of things to look for on BioCryst.
Yeah.
So
Besides Barrow,
read those.
besides Cali, and besides Factor D.
He just says he talks about the Barrow approval in USA and Japan and Europe, Galley, and PNH. I'm not really sure what that is.
PNH? No, I don't know. Is that, I don't know.
Well, but like we said, Confucius usually on this stuff pretty well. So
Confucius knows his stuff.
and PDUFA's December 30, said.
My gut feeling is that it's greatly undervalued, sitting at $4.25.
Right.
It's probably a $20 stock after approval or before approval or some. It's got to make a run. It's got to make a run before approval. And it is making a run. I think it's going to run. It's just a question of how hard does it run before approval.
Right. And let's not hope it's another CVM story where it like comes up and comes down and comes up and comes down until the news. Luckily, December 3rd isn't that far away, and at least it's
CVM is trying to try another run. It's attempting another run. It hit below 11, but really 11 is support for CVM.
That was your Yo 11 since last fall.
1105 is support.
Uh-huh.
Right around there anyway, 1101, whatever it is. And I think we're going to climb this channel until we get to the 50, 100, and 200, which are merging into one dot.
That really does.
You very rarely see all three converging like this. So we're at it.
Plus, it's
hitting. To me, we're at an inflection point where they're going to separate. Will they separate the right way or the wrong way? And that's based on news. So you're going to see the 50, the 100, and the 200 come together in one line for the next few weeks, I suspect.
Right.
As CVM doesn't do much, but maybe it gets up to that line about $13, $13.26.
Right.
Before data, $13.25. After data, your guess is as good as mine. 50,
do you think that might be a point of a line of resistance up over there?
I do think so. I think those averages are going to be resistance.
Gotcha. Okay. With luck, it'll just shoot right past them.
Well, if we get data, it'll shoot right past them. We'll go to zero, one or the other.
Well, okay. So it's fun playing this game until we know for sure. If
I mean,
really worried about that zero that you're talking about.
Marty S alerted me to the fact that one of the directors bought 3,000 shares at 11 and change. But to me, that doesn't change the odds, even money.
Yeah.
It simply means that there's a note of optimism.
Mm-hmm.
And Gert has got plenty of optimism to go around. So if you work for CVM, buying 3,000 shares isn't a big statement.
Right. It's like it's like wishing him luck.
Yeah, good luck, Gert. Yeah, it has 3,000 shares from out of my pocket.
Right.
Nothing to get too excited about.
No, that's money you pull. Like I said, it's money you pull out of your shoe.
Yeah. Aethesis had a nice run till today, and it's giving back.
Yeah, I know. Aethesis.
It's giving back because of. You know why it's giving back? I think it's giving back because of the news out of Miso, that they already completed half the enrollment for their COVID-19 odds trial.
Yeah,
the idea. the IDMC committee gave the go-ahead to continue the trial.
Right, but isn't
They're
this
privy to.
isn't this also the time that they get to make their appeal about the approval?
That's correct. The appeal is coming up sometime late November.
Yeah, I thought it was even sooner than that, but okay.
Maybe sometime in November. I'm assuming it's late November.
Right. I mean, obviously on Twitch, everybody's buzzing that it's going to be good, but that's all just wishful thinking.
No, I called that a long time ago, saying
that they would approve after the month.
I'm really thinking that they will reverse their original decision and allow the drug to go on the market for children under 12, provided there's a follow-up study.
For adults and all that other baloney.
You know, Jake says that won't happen. Never happens. I think it's going to happen.
This has been a whole year of nevers.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm holding hope. So
I added today. I added quite a lot of shares of Miso, not Aethesis.
Miso you added.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after having taken that hit, I'm back in the red. So maybe it'd be worth dollar cost averaging a little bit.
Yeah. I never went into the red because I don't forget I bought at 4.
Right.
So it's hard. Hopefully I'll never get into the red.
I hope.
Yeah.
So with this one, you didn't buy into this one, even though this one looks like it's.
I have a full position.
We're still well in range.
In terms of dollar amount, let me calculate. I have 10 times as much in terms of dollars Aethesis as I do Miso.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm not buying anymore.
Yeah, you're in. You're in for the win.
I'm in for the win. And I don't have a little bit of Miso. So this is Aethesis is one of my bigger positions.
Gotcha.
I have what I call full positions. I have about a half a dozen full positions. Aethesis is one of them. Now the Walmart was double the size of my second biggest position.
I'm surprised that you've given up on Walmart.
I didn't give up. I sold a fraction of my shares.
Okay.
I'm just equalizing a little bit. I still have almost twice as much Walmart as anything else.
Okay, so you're rebalancing a little.
I'm rebalancing a little.
Gotcha.
And I also sold a little 3M at 72.5. I just couldn't. Really? I couldn't resist. It was ridiculous before market or whatever. Right after market open.
Gotcha.
On when the day that the Dow went crazy. But I didn't sell. I didn't sell that much. I sold about. Let me think in terms of percent. About 20%, not even.
Gotcha.
All right, so and it's a nice profit, from where I bought it.
Yeah, no, I know because we bought it right after those last earnings. Nice
profit.
Yeah.
Now this one I think is heading to higher numbers, but in the meanwhile, for one thing, it had a very nice green candle yesterday. Why? Gil Van Bachlen actually put a little enthusiasm in his voice the day of the earnings call. And he talked about imminent, well, he didn't say imminent, but very close to announcing a partnership in European Union.
Uh-huh.
They need money up front.
This is for the odds or for the other thing?
For, I don't know what it's for anymore. I've lost track.
It's either ischemic. I think this was the ischemic stroke one, or I lost track as well. Maybe
it's for a ischemic stroke study. I guess it's for that. They have two of them, treasure study in Japan and the Masters 2 study in America and Europe.
Mhm.
And I think it's probably the Masters 2. They need money and they can't keep diluting, so they need a partner desperately.
Mhm.
And I think they're on the verge, very close. He said they're talking to several prospects.
Now, they don't have a very high market share either, right? I mean, a very high market cap either. Is that
Very
going to
low, very low.
be? Is it just going to be a partnership?
Yeah, they just need, they can't keep going back to the markets for money.
That's what I'm saying. So, would this be something that just gets bought out if it's got good stuff?
Probably, but you know, they'll get a large payment up front, they'll get royalties. They'll work out a nice deal for themselves.
And you're not calling a cup and handle here.
No,
Okay, fair enough.
this is not a cup and handle, but it is the beginning of a Zoom channel.
Oh, I get that. Yeah. Okay.
And resistance is up.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, it hit resistance yesterday. They're very close to resistance. Resistance is up about
Right.
$2. $2.
All right. So then I guess the next.
And then you got a bunch of highs to take out, beginning with 203 and this one here at 232, and then there's a bunch of lower highs that were made on the way down that have to be taken out.
Understood.
But one step at a time. First, you got to take out $2.
Exactly. One ceiling at a time.
Notice it came down to the 9-day and popped right back up.
Yeah.
There's something magical about the 9-day. I don't know what it is, but I've seen it happen so many times that it finds support at the 9-day. Look at the chart. 9-day, 9-day,
Yeah.
9-day, 9-day.
Even in the other stocks too that you've been doing, it's
Yeah. There's something magical about the 9-day.
a very indicative indicator.
Very, and even when the crosses are meaningful. Here, the 9-day crossed with 100. Look out below.
Right.
The 9-day cross with the 200. Look out below. Now I'm looking for a positive cross of the 9-day with the 50, and then I would expect a nice run.
Well, isn't that coming now? Oh, it's not coming now yet. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming close.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Coming real close. I like Aethesis. I like Miso a lot. Let's jump to Miso, come back to WB.
I call them cousins of each other.
Well, they are. And then there's PSTI. Don't count them out.
Yeah, I know. You don't really push that one as much when we talk.
There's also another stem cell company there's a third stem cell company I own, and that's LCTX. I like those stem cells. Is it on my end, do you think? The noise?
Well, I don't know what noise you're talking about.
I hear audio noise sounds like from you, but I don't know.
It sounds like it's coming from me. Well, I'm in a very quiet room.
So maybe it's coming from me, I don't know. Anyway, Mesoblast, as I was saying, they have the meeting with the FDA coming up to reverse the host versus graft decision, which was an awful decision. And they will. They'll come up with some excuse. They'll give it accelerated approval, and they'll require a follow-up study. And you'll see this is getting reversed, which Jake says is unheard of. But we'll see.
Well, I'm hoping you're right.
I have a strong feeling that I'm right, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I mean, realistically, it's a long shot. I think this long shot is going to happen. And what else? They have the
At the odds,
COVID odds. They've passed the halfway mark.
right?
And Aethesis hasn't.
Yeah, I would have thought by this time COVID odds wouldn't have been a big deal because the hospitalizations would have been more reasonable and people would know what to do with the people in hospitals more so than they did in March and April. But the sheer numbers means that COVID odds is still a thing and might be for the next 3 months.
Why do you think most people die? They die from odds. That's what they die from.
Right. But like I said, I was under the impression, and I might be wrong, that not as many people were dying because they sort of know how to treat them now.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case.
Mm.
There's still a lot of people dying every day.
Yeah, that's what the numbers say. I just haven't put a cause to it. It's this nebulous. Well, it's the disease, but what about
Chris is here. Chris did not ask for ARWR, but we're going to do ARWR.
Okay. All right.
But anyway, I very much like this. Realistically, it's got to take this number out.
I mean, in terms of the chart itself, do you see anything happening here, or do you have to go?
Yeah, I wanted to take out 1215. Take out 1215. That'll make me happy.
Right.
And it's not far away from doing that. What did it do today? High 1210. So very close. Take out 1215. And then the next obstacle would be 1374.
Well,
if it takes out 1374, it's going back to 20.
Yeah, it'll fill up that gap anyway, which
Oh,
would be
yeah.
nice. That's what we're hoping for.
Like a bolt of lightning.
All right. Well, then I guess it might be worth. I'm just holding. I'll probably buy more, but like I said, just a dollar cost average because I have been in it for the long run.
I added just about where it is now at 1180.
Right. I got you. Yeah. Seems worth
Maybe
it.
I paid 1177. Something like that.
Yeah, like for a while we were riding pretty high when it was over around 17 up there. And
I really like this one. I think the setback was temporary.
Mm-hmm. You know something? It seems worth a shot. These
Don't forget to have a heart failure trial as well.
Right.
Oh, you're definitely breaking up on
They're
me.
not a one-trick pony.
You're definitely breaking up on me.
Okay. Well,
I was looking at the conversations on US Bio. They're wild conversations on the Yahoo board. Totally wild. Worth looking at.
All right.
I called up the company today because nobody can get any information out of them. And you know what? I got no information out of them.
Well.
And my feeling is, if I had to put the odds on this one, even money.
Well,
even money.
What is their play?
Their play is the glioblastoma.
Oh, right.
Top line data is coming out any day, just like CVM. Now they're doing funny stuff. They're trying to change the endpoints, for the primary endpoints. So they're going to all 4 agencies: Germany, European Union, Great Britain, and us, for approval to change the wording in some of the primary endpoints, in some of the endpoints. I don't know why they're doing this, but maybe that's what's holding up the results. It's taking an exceptional long time from the time they declared data lock.
Uh-huh.
The independent statisticians should have done their thing by now.
Well, you remember what the people at CVM was saying. So a lot of phone calls.
But the data has been verified already. The data lock has been achieved. And it takes a couple of weeks after that. And this is taking longer than that. So, and the chart, of course, is beautiful. Look at that long trend line. You know where I bought? I bought right in here, the bottom of the trend line.
Very nice.
On August 31st, I paid 33 cents.
Wow, good on you.
Not a bad buy.
No, I would say not. I would say not. And you're right. So far, you're still a master at those lines.
What a long trend line. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And when it dipped below the trend line, it came right back.
Mm-hmm.
The resistance I have right up here now.
Right.
$1.49. So I don't see it going a bit more than $1.49 prior to data.
All right. So then I guess there's a little bit of time to get in. If
it's a binary play. It'll either be 0 or $5.
Don't you just love those? Like being in a casino.
But the market cap in this guy is over $1 billion. It already has a high market cap.
I see.
I'd love to get Linda Powers on, the CEO. Maybe, I'm going to call them back, tell them I want to talk to her. On the air. There's no communication between the company and the investors. The investors are going crazy. Totally.
I guess there needs to be a shakeup in shareholder relations.
Yeah. All right, Chris and I both have a little.
In the pudding. If they keep growing along your line, nobody's going to complain.
Chris and I both own a little Arrowhead. I don't know how much Chris owns, but I don't own that much.
Oh boy, look at that.
I wish I owned more.
I can understand that.
The good news is we bought it, I think, around 40. I bought it around 40. I don't know what Chris bought it at. So look at this. These runs are just incredible runs. From when to when? From a low. This was 913. A low of $33. Nice. I mean, there's nothing to chart. It's following the 9-day up.
Right, exactly.
Just 9-day.
It's on its own.
The 9-day up. This thing is like gone parabolic.
Mm-hmm.
On pullbacks to the 9-day, just buy. The 9-day is good support. This is going to 100, Chris. You know that, don't you? Chris said he thought 70 might be a little resistance. I think it's going to 100.
It's hard. It would be hard to tell from this chart.
It's going to 100, Chris.
There has to be resistance.
100. This is going to 100. Did I say it loud and clear?
Well, from your mouth to God's ear, right?
Yep. There's another one that's going for 100. For Jiggly.
But Jiggly. Is Jiggly in this one?
It's going to 100.
Oh, you're just telling him. All right. So, yeah, he's paying attention.
He bought it 98.
My case is Arrowhead's going
to. This was one hell of a reversal candle. On the same day, it dipped all the way down to 96. It closed at 104. It's a nice reversal. It looks to me like it. I don't know. Today's candle is not so good though.
No. Are we going to be visiting is that a 50 or 100 down there?
This is 100, and it's got stopped by. It got repulsed by the 100.
Right.
100 is resistance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
The
hovering.
100 is resistance, and it came back down off the 100. It's hard to say. It's been in a little bit of a downtrend. Or you could look at it this way: A, B, C correction. We're done.
Right.
Right? Here's A, here's B, here's C, and we're done.
Right.
Maybe it continues on up. It had to pull back at some point. They all do. I think it's a good pickup for Jiggly. Good pickup, Jiggly. I approve. Sava?
He thinks it'll be 125 by the end of the year, and he's speculating that Apple's going to buy them so that they can integrate it with their watch. That's very imaginative, but not that far fetched, is it?
No, not that far fetched at all.
It's a very interesting idea, Jiggly.
Sava. That means how goes it?
This is Sava, right? Now, Sava
How goes it, right?
It didn't have any bad news yet.
Sava.
It didn't. So this was one of the few in terms of that. Like, Biogen had a little bit of bad news. This one sort of had, I'll call it tepid news. It was like, things looked encouraging. That was like the last I heard.
The 9 days is extremely accurate for this particular stock.
So it seems.
Totally. And it's pulled back off of what appears to be a double top, however, which we don't like.
Right.
I wanted to see this top taken out on Sava. We have a double top, or I don't know if it's a Head and Shoulders. I didn't look that carefully, but I don't pay much attention to Head and Shoulders. But it does look like a double top here. Yeah, this is a double top, nasty.
All right, so maybe there's an opportunity while it's trying to fill in that gap. And I would say, that's probably a buying opportunity based on the fundamentals.
I would say it could pull back. I think it could pull back to 9, or to the 50-day.
Right.
That would be the support. And the resistance is this double top up around 12.5.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I don't know. If I didn't own the stock, I'd look for a better entry point.
Yeah, you'd wait a little bit.
Yeah. All right. What else did we want to look at? Amazon?
Well, I know you like you like your Amazon, so I might as well look at it. We're doing fine time-wise, I believe. Yeah.
What did
We've been on 43 minutes, just so you know.
Wait, 43 minutes? Did anybody else have a request?
Well, I had a request. My request was Protalab.
PRLB?
Yeah. Only because, we did good on it for the last 6 months, and I'm just wondering if the chart looks like it's losing steam.
It certainly has a pretty devastating chart since the high on the 2nd of September. 165 high. It's given back a lot.
Yeah, I trimmed just recently, and I want to come back in, but I need to know when.
Oh boy, it does nothing but make it does nothing but make lower highs and lower lows.
Exactly.
I would sit this one out.
You would sit out altogether.
If you want to come back in, I'd look for the 200.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that sounds reasonable.
It has a horrible chart.
Yeah, I was hoping that I needed to know if my own chart reading was accurate, and apparently it is.
Well, it broke this line of support. Did it break this line of support? Maybe it didn't. Let's just connect the dots a little bit. All right, so it's well above this line of support.
You're using that Apple that always gives you weird lines, but
106 is really support. So if it goes that low, I would consider buying it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's disappointing because this is the right industry to be in, I thought.
Yeah, you look.
We had a nice run up during the summer.
Maybe you should have stuck to water, clean water.
Is it right? I got you. I'm still in that one too.
That one and the one you got out of is sensational.
Oh, you mean AWK? FIW, I'm still in that one, and PHO's doing great. So
what a sensational chart! You were in a tremendous stock. You were in a beast.
Yeah, apparently so. Well, like I said, I still have a taste of it on the 250. But you're right, it's diluted. But since it's water, dilution is not inappropriate.
It looks like the way this chart looks to me, it's you can buy it like Amazon. Just when in doubt, buy AWK.
That's what it looks like, right?
Yeah. When in doubt, buy AWK.
Yeah.
I'll give you one that deals with water. You got 9% a year dividend. By the way, our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Do your own due diligence. Check with an investment advisor before acting on any of our wonderful ideas, no matter how wonderful they are.
Exactly. And what is this?
They have water. They buy water.
They buy water.
They filter water. They buy water. I don't know what the hell they do. They're into water, as well as oil and gas.
Okay.
Oil, gas, and water, and a 9% yield.
And I guess they do mix after all.
I'm looking to. I own some, but I'm looking to buy at a pullback to this low right here. So I'm looking to add to this one. I missed my opportunity recently, but I'm not going to miss it the next time.
What's the symbol on that?
NBLX. 9%. I think you can get it in the sevens. It's anywhere in the 750.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my target for entry. I don't know the fundamentals on why Nicola spiked today. Anybody know? Let's take a quick look at the chart.
Yeah, because like I said, we're hitting our time limit.
Spiked 12%. It had been up more, right? A little bit more. It doesn't look that unusual for the kind of range this one normally has.
Every time it goes below 20, it goes back up again.
Yeah.
Down at 18, and it was like, oh, you think, and then boom, up past 20 again.
It's definitely basing right around 20.
Especially if you look over the last 3 months instead of the last 6.
What number is this? 18? 1830. No, what's the low? About 18. 18 is a solid base. Buy at 18 and stay in it till Tesla buys them.
Huh. It's a nice conversation going on between Man and Jiggly about these devices and what Apple might do next.
So we spoke long enough.
Pete's asking about Lake.
Lake, okay.
Yeah, we
I
can do
sold
that
most of
and
my.
end on Lake.
I did sell most of my Lake.
Well, their earnings is coming up in December.
Yeah, I sold all my APT.
I'm still waiting to get a little bit of gain before I bail on that.
Yeah.
If nothing happens after Lake's earnings, then I'm going to bail out of APT also.
Lake looks to me like it's too low.
Yeah.
But, it looks to me like you could get more out of Lake, even though I sold some right around here. I don't know. I don't know what to say about the COVID stocks. I think that it's premature to sell them all. So I guess it's a hold. Lake is a hold with a target at least
Steal a joke from Pete. You're not gonna jump back in the Lake.
At least to 2150. At least. It's too low right now.
Yeah, I mean, when I first bought this, it was in 23s.
2150 if you're thinking about selling. Or if you're a little more gutsy, maybe it fills this gap at 2272.
Right. Yeah, well, hopefully by earnings or by just before earnings, we can actually have.
Dr. J has Lake as an official hold. Hold them.
Hold them.
By the way, you're not on. You don't see my screen, but I'm looking at the chart.
Oh, we see your screen. Just.
You see my screen?
Oh yeah.
I thought I stopped screen share.
Well, I guess you will because it's time to talk to everybody and say goodnight.
Yeah, you know what it is. I hid the little thingamajiggy. I didn't stop it. Jiggly, what's doing? What's Jiggly up to?
Like I said, he and Man are talking about what might happen with which company is going to sell Apple their device, because Man said DRIO might be a possibility.
I like Tandem as a good possibility.
Tandem, yeah. I mean, we've been having our eye on that for the longest time. Moderna and the COVID race. Yeah, I mean, there's some interesting conversations going on.
Possible buyouts. Possible buyouts.
All right. Like I said, I have to pop off because I have.
So I think we're going to call it a night.
Yeah, because I have a class to teach.
We're already going on the hour, so.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Linda. Fuel cell another time. Oh, it's up. Fuel cells on another roll. We're going to end there. Ghost Scott says, hey, guys. Fuel cell on another roll.
Keep an eye on that one then.
You heard it from Linda. Good night, everybody.
Good night.